Check, 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 check. Check, check. Are we live? Are we live? We are live. We are live. Hey, yo, what is up, everybody? What is going on? It's your girl, Jay. It is Wednesday night, right? Yeah, and we are live. What's going on? I hope everyone is doing well out there. Those of you that are going to be watching live and those of you that are going to be watching later, what's up? I hope everyone is good. So this one, not necessarily impromptu, but I didn't really announce that I was going to be live tonight until like a couple hours ago. So hopefully people will trickle in as they see I'm live. But if not, again, I have a lot of people on the rewatch gang. They rewatch, they send me comments, and they still participate. So might have a lot of that, and we might get through this show pretty quickly. So what's up to everybody? I see you, Moses. Thank you for being in the house. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. Earlier today, I was live. Sess and I were live covering the Unrivaled team selection. We thought it was going to be live. We thought we were going to tune in and have live commentary as they're picking the teams on YouTube, and it was actually just a video. So that was a little interesting. It was a pre-recorded video. And we still don't know who the two players are that are left. They have 36 players that are going to play. They only named 34, but we will get into who's on what team, what coaches are there. If you didn't catch the live this morning, had us up early this morning. I went live at 9:45 a.m. in my workout clothes because I was planning on working out after that. I had worked out before, and then I was going to work out after to get my full workout in, and that didn't happen because Sess and I, and the chat was going ham. We had a good time. We were on here for about 2 hours when the video that they showed was only 22 minutes. So there's a lot of speculation on who those two might be, but RC, Jay, you back? Yep, I'm back. You get a double dose of J Bug. I hope y'all are happy about that. I don't normally do that. Moses says Jay was in a tank top. I was in a tank top. RC says, Jay, it seems to me like they back and painted themselves in a corner. Unrivaled did. No, I think they know who they are. I think they have to know who the people are. They have to. They can't. I don't think that at this point they don't know who they have. I just think it's a part of trying to build some suspense, maybe. But I think if they hold on too long, it might backfire a little bit because, like we talked about earlier, Sess and I, like it's got to be, if we're going to wait all this time to find out who the two people are, if it's just two, regular players, like we're going to be asking like, what was the wait about? So also tickets went on sale today, 1 p.m. Eastern, and they sold out in 30 minutes, pre-sale tickets. The pre-sale for the tickets went on sale and they sold out in 30 minutes. So tomorrow at 10 a.m., I think they said 10 a.m. Eastern, they're doing a round 2 on pre-sale tickets. I'm going to see if I can scoop a couple up. I would like to know who the other two players are, but I'm Team Angel, so I'm gonna see if I can scoop up some tickets, period, and then we'll see. We'll go from there because apparently, you're either doing in the stands or you're doing courtside. You don't really pick your seat, so I guess it may be first come, first serve. I'm not really sure how that works because when I got on there, everything was gone. I couldn't even look at anything. Everything was gone. And I got on an hour after pre-sale started. So like I said, in 30 minutes, they went away, but, or they weren't available. They were done. So we'll see what happens tomorrow when I get on. Political says, "What's up? No announcement on the 2 mystery players." Yeah, no announcement yet. I'm still tweeting at them, asking them what they're doing. They're not answering, so I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe they're coming from another league. They could be coming from another league. They could be international players as well. We don't know because no one said it had to be all WNBA players. That wasn't there's nowhere in the rule books that's a stipulation. It just said professional basketball league for professional players. So we know that couldn't be college players, but it could be somebody, like you said, from another league. That's something. Political says them tickets, $400 plus. The ones that Summer found when she was looking earlier, they were $45. So I don't care if that's the nosebleed, but the place holds 805 people. So I don't think the nosebleed would be that bad in that type of arena or place. So I'll take $45. I'll take $45. What is that? $90 for 2 games, for 4 games. $90 for 4 games. I'll take that because what we're trying to do is go like make it a weekend. We found a date that Rose is playing back to back, a Friday and Saturday. And there'll be 2 games on Friday, 2 games on Saturday, and then I can go about my business. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. RC says Caitlin is sticking to her guns and sitting out. You think this will make her critics like her? I'm happy she's sitting out. I saw the report by ESPN, a source close to her saying that she wasn't going to play. So, I mean, she said that earlier. She said that before the season ended that she just wanted to rest. She wasn't planning on playing basketball. She wasn't 100% sure, but she really was leaning towards not doing it. And so I'm happy she's not doing it. Now, do I think it would make her critics like her? No, because I don't think her true critics, critics are always critical of everything you do. So her not playing, I think it doesn't matter about her critics. Like, it doesn't matter either way. I think a lot of us that just want to enjoy basketball are just happy that what comes with her isn't going to be there, right? It's not really about her. It's about what comes with her. Political says, yep, tickets are grayed out. RC says Moses JSpot was in a tank top flexing like 95 Pac with Death Row. Oh, cut it out. April is in the house. What up, everybody? Or what up, everyone? Eagles Brothers is back with us. What up, JSpot? RC says trying to catch up with my Minnesota homegirl and check out some Big Ten games this year. Okay. Political says if they were $45, I'll buy them. The plane tickets are costly though. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I'm just going to get the tickets first and figure out how to get to Miami later. Because I guess if I have to, I could sell the tickets. They're $45. I'm not going to do any special markup. I'm sure somebody would want to go to the games if I can't make it, or I might see if I can buy the insurance or something like that. Political says, I'm happy she's not playing. At least we'll have a chance to enjoy other players in peace. That part, like, that's the biggest thing, is that I just want to enjoy a piece of basketball where the other players aren't being villainized for playing basketball. Sometimes it's gonna be rough. Sometimes you're gonna get cussed out. Sometimes you might take an elbow to the face. They didn't mean to do it, but sometimes it happens, And everybody knows with her, it turns into a whole different thing. A lot of conversations are being had. A lot of questions are being asked, and then there's articles written about how bad the players are and how much they hate her and all that stuff. And she probably didn't want to deal with that as well. Like, I'm sure from her point of view, like I don't know, but I would assume she wouldn't want all that attention as well. Like, a lot of the stuff that people are fawning over and like making a big deal, I'm sure she does not want them to make a big deal about this. Like, she seems the type in some of the press conference, like, it's not that big of a deal. It's fine. Like, it wasn't intentional or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just a big thing. So I'm happy She's not there. Now, who is going to be there? That's the question. We got 2 people up. We need to know who's going to be there. MJ is back. What up, though? Are we still live? We are live. We're not still live. I came back to be live because I owe y'all a show. I wasn't gonna do a show tonight. I'm kind of tired. I just wanted to rest and relax and watch. Right now, LSU is playing Tulane. I don't know if I'm behind or not, but Tulane, LSU was up 45-34. It's a minute and 14 seconds left in the second quarter. Big Fo just took a shot. She missed it. Jersey got the ball back, gave it to MKW, who gives it to Poa. Poa slowing down the offense. Poa gave a super nice quick pass to Jersey right there by the basket, and Jersey just tossed it up above everybody else, and they scored 47-34. Political says, do you know what time tickets are going on sale tomorrow? 10 a.m. Pre-sale tickets. So if you are signed up on the newsletter, they will send you a link, or they'll send you an email to let you know that tickets are going to be on sale. And then there's a little link in that email or in that little posting or whatever that they send you. Click on that takes you to the pre-sale. And then regular tickets, like just general tickets, are supposed to go on sale tomorrow too. So I don't know if they're doing pre-sale tickets at 10 a.m. and then the regular tickets will go on sale at 1 o'clock or something like that. I'm not sure. I got to look at my email and see. But tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Eastern for pre-sale. And I can check my email real quick just to be for sure. Unrivaled. They said tickets went fast, but we got you covered. That's right. We're doing a second pre-sale to make sure our day one fans have the best chance to see the stars they know and love. We're running a second pre-sale tomorrow, November 21st at 10 a.m. One more chance to lock in the best seats in the house before anyone else. And then check your inbox tomorrow morning for your second exclusive ticket access link. No code is required. We can't wait to see you in Miami. So I don't know what time regular tickets go on sale. Pre-sale goes on at 10 a.m. Eastern. Political says Poa on that pass. Goodness, right? That was dope. Country says hotels are very expensive in Miami. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it's going to cost no matter what. That's why I'm like $45 tickets. Give me those, and then I can figure out everything else. Eagles brother says usually taking a train or the Greyhound is cheaper option than flying if you want another option to get to Miami. I will say I don't have time to take a bus or a train because literally I'm just gonna be off. Like those are my 2 days off from work. I'm gonna go to Miami and I'll be back and I have to go to work. So I can't sit on a train for hours and hours and hours and hours. It can't. And the bus is even worse. I will only take a bus again if that's the only mode of transportation. I took a bus from where I live in Michigan, or where I used to live in Michigan, to Detroit one time. It's a 3-hour drive. It's a 3-hour drive from where I live in where I used to live in Michigan to Detroit. I took the Greyhound or whatever bus that was. It was like freaking 8 hours. I was never again will I ride a bus like that. It was too much. Nope. But thank you. I know if I want a cheaper route, I got to look at other options. Political says Tulane got 21 on 7 of 8 3-pointers. She cooking. Number 21. I saw her. Is she the one with does she have big hair? I need to see who 21 is, because she was balling. How many points somebody got 21 points on Tulane. That might be her. Right now, Morrow is leading LSU with 15 points. She got 6 rebounds. Samaya Smith has 4 points. MKW got 6 points. Big Fo has 10 points, 9 rebounds. She about to have her double-double. And Gilbert has 2 points. Oh, and Jersey got 13 points, 3 rebounds. LSU was up at the half on a 1-2 team. What's that mean? What's that mean? Moses says yes, political. Keenan is their name. Okay. All right, let's get into these slides real quick. So we were talking about Unrivaled. I might have to leave real quick to go get some tissue because I feel like my nose is about to start running. But let's get in here. So as I talked about earlier, if you did not join the live earlier this morning, the teams were named. And so just a quick recap on who those teams are and who's on it. So Rose Basketball Club, that's going to be my team. We have Chelsea Gray, Kalia Copper, Angel Reese, Brittany Sykes, Lexi Hull, Azrea Stevens on and all the, I mean, you should know those players. Chelsea's from the Aces, Kalia Copper's from Phoenix, Angel, Chicago Sky. Brittany Sykes is the point guard for Washington. Lexi Hull plays on Indiana. Azrea Stevens is from LA. Then you have the Mist Basketball Club. Stewie, Jewel Lloyd from Seattle, Rikia Jackson, from LA, Courtney Vandersloot, New York, Dejanay Carrington, the seatbelt champ, lock them up, seatbelt gang. She plays for Connecticut, and Aaliyah Edwards from Washington. That team, Stewie got the hookup. Jewel Lloyd, Rikia Jackson, Dejanay Carrington with Stewie. And then you get Courtney Vandersloot as a point guard and Aaliyah Edwards there. Like that, those rookies are going to really learn from Stewie, Jewel, Dejanay, Courtney. Like that's really good for the rookies that's on the team. But it's a stacked team. It's a stacked team. Now it's all about chemistry, Even though it's a stacked team, how are they going to play together? Where's the hold on. I ain't do this in order. I messed up the order. All right. Next, we get Vinyl Basketball Club. We got Arike from Dallas, Ryan Howard from Atlanta, Aaliyah Boston from Indiana, Jordan Canada from Atlanta, Ray Burrell from LA, and De'Erica from LA. So we got 2 teammates on the same team. Two sets of teammates from the same team. You got Ryan and Jordan and Ray and De'Erica. That could be good for chemistry because they already know how to play together. But that's the Vinyl Basketball Club. Then you got the Laces. The Laces headed by AT, but you got Kelsey Plum from the Aces, Kayla McBride from Minnesota, AT from Connecticut, Courtney Williams from Minnesota. So we got some teammates again. Kate Martin from LA and Stephanie Dolson from Washington. So there's Vinyl, there's the Laces, Kelsey Plum, Kayla McBride, Big Mama Steph. We got some shooters in the house. Courtney Williams with that midi. Kate Martin can throw them up too if she needs to, but she's really good on defense. We already know what Alyssa Thomas can do. That's going to be a team to watch as well, I believe, the Laces. Then we have Phantom. Phantom is Jackie Young, Marina Mabry. Jackie Young from the Aces, Marina Mabry from Connecticut, used to be Chicago Sky. BG from Phoenix, Satu from Dallas, Tip Hayes from my Aces, and a wild card, a person to be named. Jackie and Marina used to be teammates in college. I think Tip and Satu are great. Like this is also a team of scorers. This is a team of scorers right there, with the guards. Jackie, Marina, and then you get Tip Hayes and Satu, even though they're not guards, but Satu's not a guard. I forgot what position Tip plays. But I see this as being a pretty good team as well. Then Lunar, the last team, Lunar Owls, or Lunar, I guess they just called it. But I think it's Lunar Owls. They might have wrote that wrong. You got Fee, you got SDS, Fee from Minnesota, Skylar Diggins-Smith from Seattle, Natasha Cloud from Phoenix, Alicia Gray from Atlanta, Shakira Austin from Washington, and then they also have a wild card. So we are still waiting to know who these two wild card players are. We know it is not CC. I'm 99% sure it's not Asia Wilson because she said she didn't want to do it. She said she will be in Miami and she will come watch her teammates, but she wasn't interested in playing. But I don't know if she's changed her mind since then. But I don't know who these two people could be. And then going back up where I had went out of order, I think it's this. These are the coaches. So we got Phil Handy, who will be coaching will be coaching Mist, which is Stewie's team. We got Teresa Weatherspoon, that's going to be coaching Vinyl, which has Enrique on it. We got Nola Henry, that is going to be coaching Rose, that has Angel on it. Phantom is being coached by Adam Harrington, who BG is on. You got, now this thing is in the way. I can't see his name. I think his name is DJ. Yeah, DJ is coaching the Lunar Owls, and that's Fee's team. And then you get Andrew Wade, who is coaching. Did I say teaching? Coaching the Laces, which I forget who's on the Laces. Let me see if I can. Oh, that's AT's team, AT's and Kelsey Plum. So those are the coaches, those 6 coaches. The way it went down, they had different players in these different pods. They chose the first pod, which was, I think, pod E. And those were the first players named to teams. So I believe that was AT, Stewie, Fee, Aaliyah Boston, Angel Reese, and Satu Sabli. They said those were like the cornerstone of who they wanted to start building teams around. So those 6 players got picked first and put on a team, and then they started building around it. So we'll see how this goes down. Again, we don't know who those other 2 players are, but we will, I hope, find out soon. Political says Keenan, number 5, is cooking Flage. In defense, we were talking about the LSU and Tulane game that's in halftime right now. Political says, JSpot, did you see the Teaspoon interview? She said the Sky blindsided her with the termination. I did not read all of it. I skimmed through it. I don't know if I didn't see an interview. I read a piece of an article, but I did see that she was being interviewed on another post. I didn't get to see it. I saved it. But in that article, she pretty much said the same thing, that, she was caught off guard. It was not expected. But she did sign a 2-year contract with a 3rd-year option, and Chicago has to pay that 2nd year. So, I mean, it sucks that she got let go, but I'm glad they have to pay her out her contract, because they deserve that to have to do that. And she also said that she's not for everybody. She stands on business. She knows what she's worth. She knows who she is. She knows what she can offer. She knows what she's done for that team, and what she was in the works of doing, and that's not going to shake her. And it just means that she's not for that person, or that not for that organization, which she's clearly just talking about Jeff and how he did her. She says she's not for everybody, and I think that was directly to Jeff. Jeff has some kind of beef with her. I don't know what it is. He didn't like, but it is what it is. But she also talked about being sought after by Unrivaled. She said they made her feel welcome. They made her feel wanted. They made her feel like they really wanted her there. And she was happy to be a part of that. So I'm happy that she's landing on her feet. I'm happy that she's still getting paid. And I'm going to be interested to see what Vinyl does. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I looked it up. I think Vinyl plays Rose the very first game, which Rose is Angel's team. So it's going to be interesting to see Teaspoon coach against Angel in their very first game. Stewie and Fee got stacked teams. Facts. Political says Asia is in Miami. She's at home. Keisha says CC don't want to play. Thank goodness. I love that for her. Eagles brother says, I really hope BG shines in this league as they may need extra security when SDS plays Lloyd. That's also very interesting. You know, there's that Seattle drama that's happening, and apparently there's some issues between SDS and Jewel Lloyd. And so the fact that they're now in this league and they're in the same place for 9 weeks, 9 to 10 weeks, because they're going to have like a mini training camp before the season starts. So I'm assuming they're probably going to start very beginning of January, and then the first game is January 17th. So they're going to be in the same place, and they're going to have to see each other a lot within those 9 weeks. I don't believe they're staying together. I know Angel got a house, so I believe everybody else is like doing their own thing as far as housing is concerned. I don't think they have to stay in like a hotel together or anything like that. Or maybe they do have hotels for them, and maybe Angel just wanted to get a house by herself. I'm not sure, but it's going to be interesting, really interesting. But also, these women are professionals. I don't think it's going to interfere with anything they have. But if it gets spicy on that court, I will have my popcorn. Country says, hey, Country, University of Northern Iowa is beating Iowa State 84-70. Really? Really? Okay. Thanks for the update. 2 minutes remaining in the game. Political says, I don't know how many times she has to repeat herself. She's too elite for that group of followers. Seffi says CC made the right choice. She did make the right choice. Political Lil says maybe God closed that snake pit door. I said she was going to do Unrivaled. Glad for her. You did. You did, Political. You were the first one that I saw mention that it might be possible that Teaspoon will coach an Unrivaled. So what you said came true. So shout out to you for that. No one would disagree with that assessment. Trust me. Jonathan says, great news. Caitlin Clark will play an Unrivaled. ESPN confirmed. You mean won't. She won't play. ESPN confirmed. Political says, Reese got a house. Well, Airbnb is one of her sponsors. I'm sure she got a nice house. Yeah, it looked nice. I mean, it's a 2-story house. I know she said her Christmas tree was downstairs. So she showed a little bit of it. Of the Christmas tree and where it is. So if she has a 2-story house, I'm sure it is nice. I didn't know Airbnb was one of her sponsors. That girl is always getting to the bag. Jonathan says, oh, I'm very late because you got the news already. Yep. Jay Burns, what's up? When it comes to wild card picks, we don't even know who's available. Players signed to AU and overseas. Yeah, we don't know who's available. So that's what's even more, like, I don't understand why they're dragging it out. Like, at this point, just tell us. Like, I don't know, unless it is. I couldn't even think of who it is. We already know Asia said no. Caitlin said no, or Caitlin doesn't want to do it, whatever it is. Who else? JJ is playing overseas. Camilla's playing overseas. Gabby's playing overseas. It's a lot of players, like you said, are already overseas, already have these contracts. So I can't think of anybody. I mean, there's still players available, but worth the wait, worth all this, like, is this secrecy? I don't know. Jonathan says, how you doing, by the way, Jay? I'm good, Jonathan. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Tiff and Co says, Unrivaled sold out all their tickets in 30 minutes. They really don't need CC at all. That part, that was another part of it. Because, you know, we know CC brings eyes. We know a lot of people look at her as a cash cow. You know, she's going to get the views for whatever reason it is, right? But I was very interested, and I wanted Unrivaled to be a league that is a startup league that can, like, gain popularity on their own. Like, women's basketball as a whole is just popular. It's just on fire right now, whether that's college or that's professional. So I was interested to see how would they take that and run with it. And we see, without even her being on the team, and most of us suspected that she wasn't going to be on the team because she had told us a while back that she didn't want to be on, that she wasn't planning on playing. So they got that TV deal with TNT without her. They got, venues booked without her. They got a great group of women that's playing and their tickets sold out in 30 minutes, pre-sale tickets without her. They got people talking. They got us up in arms. I mean, they're doing certain things. Like, I'm getting irritated about how they're doing it. But if you look at the big scheme of things, we're talking about them. That's the point. We're talking about them. We're tweeting at them. We're asking them where these people are. We're tuning in every day, checking our social media, watching who they're going to announce, that they've been announcing for the past like 3 months. Like, the marketing, the things that they've done has been really good. It's been a really good marketing tool. And they've done all that without the help of the person that some people feel she is needed to do anything, to move any needle, to do anything. And the thing is, she's great in her own right. And yes, she does bring the views, but she's not the only, you know what I'm saying? And that's what the point was trying to be, made during the W season, is that they have 143 great players in this league. And this league has been surviving for 28 years, although it's been slow go, although they're not, 100% like everything's great. They still have a lot of room to grow, a lot of things they have to do better with, but they have survived all these years on the backs of like people like Lisa Leslie and Shamiqua Holsclaw and Candace Parker and Tina Thompson and Cynthia Cooper, Sylvia Fowles, like all these players that have come up, Lauren Jackson, Swing Cash, have come up over the years and put their hearts and soul to just play this game of basketball, to in hopes in one day that it's going to grow to where it's growing today. And it's not all just about that one person. So I'm glad, like, we're seeing some success with that. And we're seeing it in college. You know what I'm saying? College numbers. I mean, right now they're just starting. So like, we don't have any super big games coming up yet where, we're looking at the ratings and stuff like that. Although Notre Dame does play USC, which I think is going to be a big game. I don't know what channel that's going to be on, but I'll be watching that. But anyway, to your point, is more than about one person. Jonathan says, yes, I mean, won't. My bad. Sick of this sorry keyboard of mine. K-Way, what's up? Y'all in the house? Y'all, that house she is in, Orlando, was her man house. Her man? She don't got a man. When did she get a man? Tell me. Give me the tea. Seffi says maybe the 2 wild cards might be from retired players. I mean, they could be. If the retired players are still in shape and still want to play. It could be that. You might be onto something. We'll find out. Moses says, thank God she's not playing Unrivaled. Will be peaceful to watch. Yep. Tiffy and Cole says, I hope they invite Michaela or Rachel for the last 2 spots. They deserve the spot. Yeah, I was thinking that too. I would love to see Mick or Big Mama come to Unrivaled. But I do know, I think Michaela said earlier she wanted to rest her body because I think she had like an undisclosed injury during this past season, and she wanted time to heal and rest. And then Rachel, I don't know if y'all saw her, she just got out of an arm sling because y'all remember she hurt her shoulder during the season. So I don't know how she's feeling, but if they're better and they can play, I would love to see one of them there. Eagles brother says, I wonder if NCAAW will be the wild card player. I'm going to take this down real quick. The wild card player. Also, what is Alexis Morris and Zaya Cook up to? I'm sure they will fit well within this league. Yeah, I don't know what NECA is doing. Maybe NECA can be one. I heard NECA and Sabrina Ionescu. That was a rumor, by the way. Somebody photoshopped some stuff and put it on the internet, and a lot of people ran with that. But I can see that, but I also know Sabrina fractured her hand or her wrist or something in the finals. And so I don't know if it'll be healed by the time it's time to play or if she even wants to do that. But Alexis Morris, Zaya Cook, maybe. I can see that. Jeremy says, I'm excited to watch Unrivaled, Athletes Unlimited, NCAA, women's basketball, and overseas Women's basketball all year through. You're right. It's 365 days of women's basketball. By the way, if y'all are in here, go ahead and give me the thumbs up. I am very close to 1,000 subs, y'all. I think I'm at like 977 or something like that. I got a lot of subs after my live this morning. So hopefully, if y'all in the house, y'all are not subscribed, y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love to get to 1,000 very, very soon. But getting back to basketball all year round. Yeah. It's basketball all year round. I can't keep up with the international as much as I want to, because they play at different times. I'm usually at work. Some of the streams work, some of them don't. So I just wait for the highlights. I do know Camila Cardoso has been balling her first 2 games. I think they said her combined total is like 56 points in the past 2 games. So she's averaging around 24 points a game. She's averaging a double-double, points and rebounds. The game that I saw, or the clips from the game that I saw, there was no competition. They would just give Camila the ball and all she had to do is turn around and shoot or just put it up. Like, it was like she was playing like kids in a way. Like, there was nobody to box her out, nobody to move her off the block, nobody to contest her shot, nobody to like shake her up. None of that. Nobody to block her shot. None of that. It was just like, if she was in the right position, all she had to do was turn around and shoot. She shot a couple of faders. She shot a couple of jump shots. Like, Camilla's doing great over there. I'm very, very happy to see her over there. Kennedy is balling, which we already knew that was going to happen. Most of the players that I've seen, the U.S. players over there, they go over there and cut up. They do a great job. Jay Burns says, yeah, to be fair, they sold out of tickets, but the arena doesn't even house that many people. Hopefully it gets the views from TV that it needs. That part, you're right about that. It is going to sell out fast because there's not that many tickets available. It only holds 805 people. So that's a good point, Burns. Jay Burns, glad you brought that up. So yeah, it is going to depend on their TV views as well, because they have that big contract with TNT. But I guess the good thing about that, as Big Fo just hits a 3, score right now is 62-41. LSU up on Tulane is 5:54 left in the third quarter. The Unrivaled games can be seen on TNT and on True TV, I believe. Friday and Sunday games are on TNT, and Saturday games are on True TV. I think that's what I saw. And then all games, no matter what day, will be streamed on Max. So it used to be HBO Max, and now it's just called Max. So all games can be seen there. So those people that have streaming services like that, that's a good opportunity where they can see those. And if they have, I guess, regular cable, they can watch the TNT and stuff like that. So hopefully they do get the views. Jonathan says, doesn't matter if Caitlin declined or didn't get the invite. We get to watch basketball peacefully without her hateful, demonic fans trying to bring havoc like they did to the WNBA. Facts. Jeremy says, not to mention everything revolves around Caitlin Clark, so people gotta stop it. Yep. Miss D is in the house. Hey, J Spot, what's going on? Political says, plus Paige will be in it next year and maybe Flage. Yeah, I can see Flage being in it. I can see a lot of the rookie class, whatever rookie classes are coming out, a lot of those rookies going to Unrivaled. I really can see that. Paige, I can see Olivia, I can see Anissa. Yeah, I can see a lot of players. If they do 4 to 5 of rookies. And I think they might also probably add some teams. It all depends on what they do this year, how projections go, how views and people. I mean, people buying tickets wanting to go, I think, is an indication that we might get a lot of watchers, because obviously not everybody's going to get tickets because it is so limited. So I think we'll see viewership do some things. And then I think next year they'll open it up to, have a bigger arena. Maybe they'll make it a little bit more visible with, for people that maybe don't don't have streaming services and don't have cable. I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, TNT, that's a 5 or 6 year deal or something like that, they said. So they'll be there for a while. Jonathan says, I want Ty Harris and Gabby Williams to be the 2, or Yuru of the LA Sparks. Okay, those are good. Those are good names. Jeremy says, first time on the channel. Glad to be here, JSpot. And I'm glad to have you, Jeremy. Appreciate you. Hope you end up subscribing. No pressure. Feel free to just hang out in the chat and enjoy the conversation we're having. And if you like it, go ahead and hit that sub. Country says Ty Harris is overseas for the next 5 months. Oh, yeah, Ty Harris is over there. I forgot. She came over after they got done with the playoffs. Jeremy says not everything revolves around CC. If it's people who are not women's basketball fans talking, that's all. Yep. Political says it's a small venue for now, more intimate setting. Yep. Jay Burns says to Political, that's the fact. I'm just playing the advocate. Political says Reese got a man. All right, now. Reese said she didn't have a man the last time she was on her podcast, but she also told us that she is not going to be public with anything she does anymore as far as relationships are concerned. That, you know, it might come out on somebody else's page, but as far as her saying anything and her putting him on her page or her being on his page, she's not going to do that. So she could be with somebody, but as of last week, she said she wasn't with anybody. So I don't know. But again, if she didn't want to go public with it, that would be her answer, that she's not with someone. But I also do know that she was talking about buying a house in Miami, and I think Shaq had told her not to, just to rent or whatever. So if she has that deal with Airbnb, it might just be her house. That didn't look like, from what I can see, and it was very, like, not a lot you could see, but it didn't look like someone's lived in house. It looked like a house that was ready to be rented, you know? So I don't know. Good for her if she got a man. Uni 1, okay, country. The wild card should be players who were away from the W during the season or past. Okay, that's also good. Jay Burns says that's a good idea, but they should just announce it if that's the case. That part, what are we waiting for? Kaiser, I like that. It's love to see. I'd love to see Kaiser get a chance. Oh, I forget about my hometown homegirl, Kaiser. That's a good idea. I wonder if they get somebody like her to come play as a wild card. She's a shooter. She's a guard. I think someone was saying earlier, though, if you look at the positions of the people on the teams that's missing one, it looks like they would need a forward or a center. But they could offer to get another guard. I don't know. We'll see. RC says, Jay, how did you pull that off earlier, though? What? Pull what off? What do you mean? I would love to see Camilla in Unrivaled. Yeah, Camilla says if the opportunity is there, she might do it next year, but she is locked in to China until March, I believe. So there's nothing she could do this year. Morrow, 19 points, 10 rebounds. Okay. They still getting their shots off, though. Number 22, that's the person you said. Did it say Pittman? Sharice Pittman is number 22. Is that who you were talking about? Big Fo just hit another one. How y'all feel about this 1v1 tournament? That's interesting because I don't know if it's like a sign up type of thing or if all 36 players are going to be in this one versus one tournament. And it's like a free for all, one game elimination, right? And everybody keeps picking each other off until the very end. I do know it's 3 days. The tournament is 3 days. So I'm assuming it probably is all 36 players. They're probably going to draw straws or pick numbers. and everybody is matched up with somebody. They play and then they continue to eliminate till they get down to the last two. So that's going to be interesting. I mean, some people named Arike, some people named Jackie, some people named who else did they say of the guards? I'm trying to think. I know they said Arike. I can't remember who else somebody said. I have to look. I'm gonna look at this real quick. Kalia Copper. I think she has a good chance. Kalia does. I think Stewie can go a long way. I don't know if she'll end up as the number one. Arike, I can see her 1-on-1. Maybe Courtney Williams. They said Dejanay because Dejanay is really good at defense. She can lock them down. What do y'all think about Alicia Gray? Maybe she can go far. Fee's that girl. I think Fee can go far. I don't know if she'll end up as the number one, but I think she can go far as well. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I'm very excited. To see this 1-versus-1. I am super excited. How much HBO Max, Jay? Honestly, I don't remember because I'm not paying for it anymore. I need to sign back up. Like I have it, but I haven't. I stopped paying for it. I don't remember how much it was. Was it like 12 or $13.99? It might be something like that. Honestly, I don't remember. I don't know how much it is. I swear that post of LSU got bark but no bite. Who? Jersey? You talking about Jersey? Or Aaliyah? ADR. Is that her name? Yeah, Del Rosario. Oh. Where is Anissa not even in the game right now? Eagles brother says also please no Shaq, Barkley, or Kennedy for commentators. Give me my girl Monica. Oh yeah, Monica McNutt. We can do Candace Parker, Monica McNutt, and Cheryl Swoops. I like those three. I think those three should be the commentators. And you need a play-by-play person too. So I don't know who that person will be, but I like them discussing it or maybe having a show before or after, like a pre-show, after show, or just being commentators with the play-by-play person. I like that. Jonathan says, how do I turn off autocorrect? Sick of this thing typing for me without warning. I don't know. What kind of phone do you have? Or is it your keyboard? Political, you think we're going to be ranked now that we're 5-0? Who you talking about? Nathaniel's in the house. Hey, Nathaniel. O'Seer says first to 21 points or a whole game lasts 10 minutes. That's not really any way to gain fandom. TV will not help unless you want to watch South Park. The shows last at least 20 minutes. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about 1-versus-1? Because the games are going to be an hour. So it's 2 games playing. They're going to at least be 2 hours. Thought I had to sneeze. I realized I felt some suffering and stress that the ruckus and mess and ups and downs from Clark Hoopla would wear on me at times. It became a lot. RC says, JSpot, when I had to switch my approach and watch more teams, even though I already do, I honestly feel like the best thing I did was subtract and exit from heated Clark arguments. Yeah, it can be much. It can be a lot. A lot. I'm glad you're pivoting and you're, focusing on some other things that are less stressful for you. Reese says she was single. She didn't say she didn't have a man. She probably just kicking it with her boo. She does say she dates. She does say she does date. She does kick it with people, but she's not in a relationship. So whatever that girl, the girl's 22, whatever she wants to do, do it, girl. do it. You got the means to travel, do what you want, have a good time, see who you want. I know at 22 I was dipping and doing too, so I ain't got nothing against that. RC says I need the wild card answers by no later than 12 in the afternoon Saturday morning. JSpot F and period. Right. Political says, isn't Paige Beckers a part of Unrivaled? Maybe they have to save her a spot. No, she signed an NIL deal. She's the first NIL player with Unrivaled. So she has an NIL deal with them, meaning she's probably going to be in advertisements or things like that. But she can't play because she's not a professional. You can't be, I don't think you can be in college and play, but she will be there next year. So I don't know about saving her a spot, but they have some kind of NIL deal, but it's not like a playing contract or anything like that. Nathaniel says, Flau'jae Johnson, what about this? Which WNBA draft is next year? What? Flau'jae Johnson, what about this? Which WNBA draft is next year, 2025? I think you're saying it can fly. I mean, Flau'jae can be eligible, I think, because she'll be 22 by the time no, I think her birthday is late. So Flau'jae, I don't think Flau'jae could come out if she wanted to. She's going to be in the draft in 2026. If that's what you're saying, I'm not sure. JSpot, how do you work all night and then pull off an Unrivaled stream in mid-morning without being tired? So I didn't work all night. I worked during the day. I just work all day. I was off today. So I worked yesterday. I got off actually at 6. So yeah, I had time to rest before this morning. I didn't want to wake up early, but I had to wake up even earlier to go start working out. So I woke up at like 7:30, went and did what I needed to do, came back and got on camera and stayed on camera for 2 hours. And then I went to finish up what I needed to do. And then I'm back here with you guys again. So I am a little sleepy because I didn't get a nap in or anything today. But yeah, I'm tired. Don't think I'm not, because I am. Nathaniel, hi. No. What are you doing? Nathaniel, what are you doing? RC says that 1v1 tournament is going to be the most lit tournament ever, JSpot. And right now my money is either on Rakia Jackson. That's a good one. Tasha Cloud or Dejanay Carrington. Okay, good picks. RC says, Nathaniel, please no spam in the chat, please. Thank you. Enjoy this great clarity and conversation, though. Thank you, RC. I appreciate you, my moderator. Moses says, I'm not sold on LSU until I see them in conference play. Yeah. I mean, they are getting some challenges from some of these teams, because not every team, even though that's not a big contender, that don't mean they can't have the chance to beat somebody. But yeah, I'll when we get into conference play and see how things go against some higher caliber teams, that's when we'll truly see what they're doing. And they might be using this time to, hone their skills and get good, get where they need to be and get their rotations together and get people used to what they're going to be doing. So when conference play does come around, they're ready to go. Jonathan says, I have an Android. I don't know how to turn the auto. I think it's in your settings. If you go to your settings and under your keyboard, you can turn off autocorrect. If you go to the settings of the phone and then look for, I don't know, keyboard or something. I don't know what the title would be. Because I've turned mine off before too. Just look around in there. I'm sure you'll find it under your phone settings, but that's how you do it. I can't walk you through it because I don't know how to do it myself. Reese has had a successful career, carefree lifestyle, and that's why them folks hate her so much. Facts. Flau'jae Johnson can transfer this draft year next year because I'm here, and she might go in the draft next year. Okay. You're saying Flau'jae is eligible and could go to the draft next year if she wanted to. She can be in the 2025 draft. Okay, we'll see. Jeremy said, did you watch Draft Lottery? And if you did, what are your thoughts? Jeremy, glad you asked that. I actually did a live stream during the draft. So you'll find that video here on my page. If you want to check that out, that'll be great. Why do I feel like I'm off? I don't know. I feel like I'm not centered. Anyway, if you want to watch that, check it out. That'd be great to give me a stream on that. But my thoughts on the draft lottery, I mean, I knew Chicago wasn't going to get a super high pick because they will have to swap with Dallas. So even if they got the number 1 pick, Dallas will end up getting that. And if they got any pick higher than Dallas, they would have to swap. So I did not foresee Paige going to Dallas. I really thought she would end up going to LA if Paige comes out and she's the number 1 pick. So I mean, I'm happy with the number 3 pick right now. The number 3 projected is Olivia Miles. So I hope that happens where we do get Olivia Miles, which I'm going to get into that because I have that list coming up. But I thought it was okay. I'm not mad at the picks or like who got what. I am surprised Dallas got number 1, but the only way I thought they would get number 1 if they took it from Chicago. I didn't think they would just outright get number 1. Eagles brother says the way Niara Sabali showed out in the final, she would be a good addition to this league. Yep, I agree. Moses is talking to RC. An hour is enough time for a game when I played. We played 3 quarters, 8 minutes each because it's grueling. Yeah, 3-on-3 is way different than 5-on-5. That's Swamp. I don't know. I'm not really sure what you're trying to say, Nathaniel. Jonathan says, Flajay says she was going to return for another year in college if she didn't win another national title anyway. So we most likely will see her on LSU again next season. Okay. Christopher says, I love you and your channel and content. Keep rising and shining. Thank you, Christopher. Appreciate that. Moses says, to RC's been watching Iowa games lately and didn't notice players like Furbach, and O'Grady until now. Political says Flajay is going to be 22 in the year of the draft, but she still has college eligibility unless she's changed. Unless that's changed, she has 1 more year. Yeah, she does. The SEC is stacked. Lots of good teams. Yep. RC says, J-Spot, you can attest to this even though you really don't check for Iowa games, but even you knew Caitlin accounted for like 75% of our offense last year. This year we have great ball movement. Really? How are they doing? How's everybody doing over there? Moses says, okay, RC, okay, y'all still talking. Jeremy says, who do you see more as a contender, UCLA or Texas? More of a contender. Okay, niece. Come right in and score. More of a contender. I'm going to go with Texas because I'm in Texas. I'm going to go with Texas. I haven't really been watching UCLA that much. I haven't really heard a lot about them yet, but I plan to see them soon because I think they're going to be playing some of my teams that I watch. So I'll check them out. I know who Kiki Rice is, but I'll be interested to see how that turns out, UCLA. But I'm going to go with Texas. Chicago better pray Olivia Miles falls to them because I have a sneaky feeling LA may grab her. Yep, I also feel that way. They're not going to let number 1 pick come to Chicago because they don't want Angel to win. There's still that conspiracy theory out there. Thank you, Chris. I think I read that already. RC says, so is the number 3 pick the skies to keep? Yeah. There's no swapping. I mean, Dallas has an opportunity to swap with them, but they're not going to swap the number 1 for the number 3. So yeah, that's not happening. You're right, RC. I watched the Drake game. They're spreading the ball around. Oh, you're still talking about Iowa. J-Spot, what game you watching? I'm watching NBA Bucks versus Bulls at the moment. After this game, I'm binge watching some women's college basketball. I have on... Oh, girl, what were you doing? I have on the LSU Tulane game. I know UConn was playing today. I don't know if that was on TV, but a friend of mine sent me a link where I can watch it. But since I'm live, I just have this game on. LSU was up 77-61 with 7:51 left in the quarter. They let them come back a little bit. Nice rebound. You like Harmony Turner from Stanford. I've heard about her. I haven't seen her. I haven't seen Stanford play. All right, we'll get back into what I got next. All right, we were just talking about the draft. So as we're talking about the draft, we can go ahead and see. This is the mock draft with the current pick. With the current pick order right now. So Dallas has the number 1 pick, and Paige is expected to be the number 1 pick. So Paige will go to Dallas. If this is just a mock draft, Kiki is slated to go number 2 to LA, although I don't think they would take Kiki, because not to say they don't need her, but they need a point guard more than they need another 4 or whatever position she plays. She may be able to play a little bit of the 3, but they already have De'Erica, they already have Azrea, they have Rakia. They are missing their center because Yuru is leaving, has left. She said she's not coming back to the Sparks, but they have Cam coming back. So they're pretty stacked there. I mean, Kiki can come to the team, but I don't know why you would take a pick just to bury her, which, I mean, that happens as well with the rookies. But I think they need a point guard because they no longer have Clarington. I think, who was their point guard? Odyssey Sims. I don't know if they're keeping Odyssey Sims or what they're going to do there. I can see them trying to steal Olivia Miles away from us. So Olivia may go too, but right now, Olivia's at 3 going to Chicago. We have Anissa Morrow at 4 going to the Mystics. AZ Fudd at 5 going to the Valks. Cheyenne Sellers from Maryland going to the Mystics. Georgia Amore going to New York at 7. Sonia Citron at number 8. They moved her. Now they have her going to the Fever. Dominique Magolia, I don't know who that is, from France. If I'm saying her last name right, going to Seattle at the number 9 pick. And then the number 10 pick, they have Tahina Powpow going to Chicago. So, and Tahina Powpow is from South Carolina. If Chicago gets Olivia Miles, I don't see them getting another point guard in Powpow. I see them going after, if Sonia is available, going after somebody like that. Jeff said that they're looking for someone that is 6 feet or more. They're looking for size and they're looking for wings. So I don't know. I don't know who they're going to pick. If they already have Olivia Miles, I don't see them taking Tahina Powpow as well. But if Olivia Miles goes, I can see them maybe possibly taking Anissa, maybe, and then getting Powpow after that, or taking Sonia Citron and then Powpow. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not really sure. Where did I leave off? How many losses have they on the season? What are you talking about? LSU? LSU hasn't lost yet, if that's what you're talking about. They're 5-0 right now. Jonathan says, LMAO, RC, you beat me at correcting you. Are you talking about LSU? They haven't lost. 5-0. Looks like it's a 9-point game. They let Tulane come back. It's a 9-point game. Louay says, hey, J-Spot, what's going on? Moses says, I love Powpow to get drafted by Chicago. Yeah, I can see that. I like that. RC says to Jonathan, once I see an error, I leapt on it. Political says LSU is terrible on the boards, talking about they don't miss Reese. That's a jokey. That's a joke. They lost a 20-point lead. I will say, watching both LSU and South Carolina, although they both are undefeated, they are missing Angel and Camilla. They really, really are. Even though Camilla was not their leading scorer in South Carolina, there were times where she was dominant, but she was a great passer. She got a lot of people involved. She was the center point of their offense, and you can tell like they don't really have that main person anymore. Like Chloe Kitts can get up. Chloe Kitts does her thing, but Fagan isn't really, performing that well now. You got to get Joyce Edwards is getting her feet wet, trying to get fill it out. She's a freshman. You got Adele that's coming back from injury, so she's trying to get herself together. So they don't really have it all together in the post yet. So they are having to lean a lot on their guards, and that's why Pow Pow is shining now. Fawali is shining now. The guards are having to come through. Now they're still winning games and they have bright spots, but you can definitely tell that before you might not have thought that Camilla was that big a deal to South Carolina's offense. But Don Staley told us a long time ago that, Camilla is where they look to for offense. If she doesn't touch that ball, they're not doing the right things. Whether she takes a shot or not, she has to touch that ball during the offense, and then they can decide on where it's going to go from there. So not having that main focal point, and she's 6'7", so protecting the paint. A lot of teams don't want to drive up to a 6'7". They're not going to drive to the lane like normal. So they don't really have that post presence there in South Carolina yet. They're working on it, but they don't have it 100% yet. But they're finding ways to win. LSU, again, you can tell they don't have that post presence. Angel wasn't 6'7", but Angel was dangerous in that post, and you wasn't just going to run up on her and think you were going to get a shot up because she will block you. You know what I'm saying? She was also a very big integral part of their offense. And she played very well off of Anissa and Big Foe and Michaela. So they're two teams that played heavily with their main post player, and now that both of them are gone, you can kind of see little cracks in that. So yeah, that's crazy that they lost their 20-point lead. They're down 9. It is 4 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. We'll see. We'll see if I'm happy that they're getting challenged though. That's the point. They need to be challenged. So let's see what they do. The same way with the game today with South Carolina. I mean, it wasn't a huge challenge, but that first quarter that South Carolina played against Clemson, Clemson had them. Like neither one of them was scoring great, but Clemson had a lead on them, and South Carolina just wasn't hitting their shots. It looked like it was going to be a much closer game, but they ended up figuring out how to play around that and fix those issues. And by the second quarter, it was on and popping. And what is Fajay doing? It was on and popping, and they ended up running away with the game. I think they beat them by 20-something points. RC says, yeah, buddy, Fever, please draft Sonia Citron. How do you think Sonia Citron is, what is she? Is she a 3? How do you think her and how do you think Sonia Citron would fit in with Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell if she's still there, and Cece, that whole group? I wonder how she would fit in there. Political Lil, what's their record? If you're still asking about LSU, they're 5-0. 5-0. Jonathan says if AZ Fudd can stay healthy, she can be a great WNBA prospect and a great rookie, but her injuries hold her back. Yeah, I think she just came back today, right? This will be her first game back. Jay, did any of the 2024 drafted international players play at all last season? No. Wait, did Phoebish get drafted? Or was she just added to New York? I don't remember. If Phoebish got drafted, then she played, But I know the other draftees didn't. They got cut. They got cut before the season. Louay says, peace to the chat. Jonathan, I'm not sure. You're talking to RC. Moses says, I agree, Jay. It's clear that South Carolina is missing Camilla. I mean, the good thing about South Carolina is they're figuring out a way to play through it. They're just not consistent in the paint yet. They're not consistent yet, but that's why, that's why you have this time before you get into conference play to try to fix some of those things. And also Miriam Dota, she's trying to get her footing together. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot of them. Ashlyn Watkins is, trying to get back into the groove of things. So it's just going to take a little bit, but I think they'll figure a way out and overcome it, but they are definitely missing her a lot. Jeremy says everyone should be worried. UConn, go Huskies. Okay. Keisha says LSU not playing together. Oh, that was a horrible shot, girl. Now it's back up to 10. LSU got the ball. Big Foe shoots a midi. She misses. Tulane. Oh, about to get trapped. Anissa is good for a trap. She'll knock that ball out of your hand. Look at her. She's all over that girl. Tulane still has the ball. They got 13 to shoot. Whoever this is thought she was going to drive. Somebody got the ball, shoots a 3 and made it. 72-79. 2:56 left to play. It is a 7-point game with 2:53 left to play. Woof. Jeremy says everyone, I already read that. JSpot, Dominique Malonga is a 6'6" post player from France that can dunk. She has been a player. I hope does fall to my storm. I hope she does go to your storm. I think I saw her dunking. I think I saw her dunking. I didn't know that was her, but yeah, I saw an international player they showed dunking. Maybe because y'all might need some people over there in Seattle, because Mercedes Russell looks like she's done, or she doesn't want to be there anymore. I don't know what's going to happen with Jewel Lloyd. You do have Ezzy Balls. So she'll be in good company with Ezzy. Real spill, J-Spot. Every team needs to try to make a move to enter the Paige Becker sweepstakes. Well, Chicago ain't gonna get her, so ain't no sweepstakes, or the Aces. Neither the Aces or Chicago. Oh, they almost got another 3. That was in and out. LSU got the ball. 2 minutes and 22 seconds left. Day Wilson has it. She's holding it. They're lining up for something. Flaw comes out on the 3-point line. She has the ball. She's trying to go to the lane. She does a midi and misses, but she gets her own rebound, and she goes up for the shot and gets that. 81-72. Flage, how many rebounds she got? She had 9 earlier. Flage wants to be the it girl. I can see that. Keisha low key. Louay says the rookie Maddie is looking good for the Gamecocks' 3rd game back from injury. She's making the most out of her minutes. Yeah, Maddie McDaniel, she was balling the other day. Yeah, she's good. J-Spot, there's room for Hull, Citron, Clark, and Kelsey. Okay. Donovan says AZ played 12 minutes tonight, had 4 points, 1 for 4, 0 for 3 from 3. Okay. She's just getting back into it. So that's not horrible. What's the point of drafting them international players if they aren't going to play? That's true. I mean, but what's the point of drafting any of these rookies when they don't let them play? Like poor Peely. Peely got to play in one full game, and never played in another game after that other than garbage time. Crazy. Marquisha Davis barely plays. Jalen Sherrod barely played. JC wasn't playing that much until all those injuries happened. Not many rookies got to play. So whether they're international or regular rookies, I don't know why teams take the time to draft them and put them through training camp. Yeah, just to let them sit on the bench. RC says J Spot, Marine Johannes to the Aces, I hope. Ooh, that would be good. I like that. Or bring her to Chicago. We need shooters in Chicago. Bring her over there. Jonathan says LSU just playing around at this point. Moses says 7-point lead now. Well, it's back up to 9 now. Flage with the bucket, J Spot. I feel like my Hawkeyes have impressed me by being undefeated 5 games, but I also feel like we pounded marshmallow teams. Jonathan says if LSU loses, I don't want to hear any crap from a foolish CC fanboy that LSU is doing better without Angel Reese. What? What are you talking about? Oh, they're saying that they're doing better without Angel Reese. Somebody went up for the shot and missed. Oh, what a wild shot, guys. What was that? They had time. Tulane, and LSU is my team. I don't want them to lose, but I like the competition. I like for it to be close. And they had a chance to hit a 3, and that was such a wild shot. I don't know why they did that, Tulane. Oh, Jersey went up for a layup and missed. Jeremy says, do you think Tyler Marsh will increase Michaela Onyenwede's game the same that he did with Jackie Young? I think it's possible. I think it's definitely possible. Tyler is a coach that tries to work to improve everybody's game. So with him working with Michaela already, I think that it's possible we could see an increase in the way she in her production. I really do. She's already good. She just needs the opportunity. Don't nobody cheer harder for Maddie Segrest than I do. Louis says, very unfortunate change of events, injuries for AZ from number 1 recruit class 2021 to redshirt junior. I'm rooting for her. Okay. Big Folk. Oh, did she get fouled? Big Folk tried to shoot the 3, missed. Nisa got the rebound, was going back up. She got blocked, but did she get blocked and fouled or just blocked? Just blocked. They didn't call a foul. It's 48.2 seconds left. LSU was up 81-74. They have the ball. MK Williams got the ball. She got fouled. Yeah, this one's over. LSU is going to win. All right, then we got the news. What's her name? Now I just forgot it. Lynn Roberts. Is that her name? She is the former coach of the Utah Utes. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's Alyssa Peely's old coach. She is now the coach of the Los Angeles Sparks. So I don't know a whole lot about her, but I heard that, you know what? Now that I think about it, she is the coach. Is she the coach that won't let her team take any mid range shots? They can only shoot 3s or right by the basket. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the coach. She has a chart where she writes where they're allowed to shoot from, and nobody can shoot mid-range shots. They can only shoot from the 3, or they have to be close to the basket. I think that's the coach, because I remember watching them play, and I'm like, that's just very odd. Like, why can't they take any mid-range shots? Like, at some point, you're going to have to take a midi. But if that's the team I remember watching, like Peely, for instance, she would only drive to the basket or she would shoot 3s. She never was shooting middies. So that's, if she does that to LA, like, can you imagine Rakia Jackson not being able to take a midi? I didn't think about that. That's going to be interesting. I don't know what y'all think about this coach. If y'all know who this coach is, what do y'all think about her? Angel says Iowa State lost. Oh, that's Crook's team, right? Audie Crooks. RC says, Jay, one of the best things I ever did was discover your channel, listen and click subscribe, grind on. Thank you, RC. And those of you that are watching, if you feel like RC, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,000. It would greatly, I would enjoy that. I built this channel from I think I had 30 something people when I first started doing this on my channel, to now I'm almost at 1,000. So, oh, look at, I got 10 more. Okay. Look, y'all, I'm what, 13 away. 13 away from 1,000, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Jeremy says that sounds like Mike D'Antoni. Like he didn't let his people take middies either. RC says J Spot, Coach Lynn made me mad. She left my Gianna Neekins. Who is that? She left her at your team. I mean, she was on Utah. Donovan, is that a good or bad sign? Iowa State losing. RC says just let Rakia be player GM at this point. Jonathan says Rakia gonna say, man, F this team, I'm out, because what player who are good at mid-range jumpers want to work under a coach that rather do 3-point shooting than mid-range shooting? Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but I do believe this is the coach that will not let them take mid-range shots. She has, I think they said it's zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. They can only shoot from 1 and 3. They cannot take shots in zone 2 for whatever reason. If I'm wrong, just let me know. You let me know in the comments or let me know in the chat. Jeremy says if they draft Kiki, then that's not going to work because she does not shoot threes. Teams that only shoot threes will not work. Well, I agree with that. Do college coaches leave their teams immediately once hired by the W? Yeah, she's gone. She's done. So the Utes are going to need a new coach with 4 or 5 games in. They just lost their coach, which is crazy to me. But yeah. So I don't know. We'll see what happens in LA. I didn't think about that till right now. That's going to be very interesting to have the team with Rakia Jackson on it, and even De'Erica will take some middies, but to have them pushed out to where they can only drive the lane or shoot threes, if that's the approach she's going to take with the Sparks, that's going to be very interesting. Jonathan says she should have been hired by Indiana Fever instead of Stephanie White in that case, because the Fever has a player that can shoot logo threes. Yep, correct. You are correct about that. Gianna Neepkins, if I'm saying that right, is a Utah player with a lot of skills, like a low budget page. Why do you have to say low budget? And could go pro in the WNBA next year. Okay. That can't be her, Jay. I just seen Utah's Gianna take a mid-range shot. Okay. It's some team. I could have swore it was Utah, though, because they were playing. I can't remember who they were playing, but they talked about it during like halftime, how she has zones where she won't let them shoot. It could, maybe it's not her. Maybe it's not her. I'll see if I can research it and I'll get y'all an answer next time. But if she just took a mid-range shot, this lady ain't here no more. So maybe that's why she took it. Louay says Lynn Roberts has a reputation for shooting a lot of 3-pointers. I'd imagine she would be expected to be able to adjust to the dynamics of her team. Yep. Okay, I get that too. All right. And then this was announced that Cleveland is to bid for the 16th team in the WNBA planned expansion. They have interest in getting a pro ball basketball team back there. If y'all remember way back in the day when the W first started, there was a basketball team in Cleveland. They were called the Cleveland Rockers. I had my friend Monique Billings. Where did I get that from? Monique Morehouse played for Chicago. Played for, I can't even speak. My friend Monique played for Cleveland Rockers back when they were a team there. So what do y'all think? What do y'all think about Cleveland getting the 16th team? Because right now we got Portland that's going to be coming as the 14th team. You got Toronto, that's the 15th team. And they're looking for a 16th team. Cleveland wants to be that place. What do y'all think about that? Louis says, you're right, J-Spot. That's her. Okay, I knew I wasn't tripping. RC say J-Spot and Louis seems like her players don't always listen. They did say she has a point system. Something like she has a point system. And something like if you get shots in zone 1 and zone 3, you get so many points. If you take shots in zone 2, she takes away points. Now, I don't know what that means with anything, but I guess it was some way for them to have incentive to not take those mid-range shots. I don't know. How's she going to tell a grown woman where to shoot from? Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work in LA with those players. Like you that's changing a lot, but I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. They need to bring back the Cleveland Rockers and the Houston Comets. Yep. Jeremy say, I'm just excited that there's more roster spots. Yeah. Kyra's in the house. Boo. If it's not in Philly or PR, I'm not trying to hear it. PR. You want a team in Puerto Rico? Is that what PR is? By the way. What up, Kyra? Cam TV says Charlotte needs to get their team back. Yep, Charlotte Sting as well. Miami Soul, people have been asking for that. Orlando Miracle, people have been asking for that. So it'd be cool to have some of these teams come back, I think. But Cleveland says they're ready. They want a team. So we'll see what happens with team number 16. Then tonight, South Carolina beat Clemson, and that led to their 43rd straight win. That is number 2 all-time SEC. They have not lost in a very, very long time. So congratulations to them. Tonight, Pow Pow's been balling. Like Pow Pow has been balling. I'm not going to bring up the box score, but I'll bring it up on my phone just so I can read it out to y'all because I'm going to get out of here pretty soon. Again, thank y'all for rocking with me. Like I come on here sometimes and I'm like, I'm only going to be on here for like 30 minutes. And then I end up talking to you guys. Y'all show up, y'all come in the chat. We have a good time. And before I know it, it's an hour and a half. So I really honestly appreciate y'all for showing up every time I'm live. I do. Let me see what the box scores are. So on South Carolina, Pow Pow led everyone with 13 points. Then you had Ashlyn Watkins had 10 points, 11 rebounds. You had Tessa Johnson came in, gave us some points, 8 points. You know, she's big time Tess. She's big shot Tess. She gave us, did she hit any threes tonight? She gave us 2 threes. We had Manny McDaniel came off the bench, gave us 7 points. Fawali had 7 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Miriam, I told y'all she hit a 3. I didn't say she hit a 3, but she came in and gave us a 3 ball. Joyce Edwards had 8 points and 1 assist, 6 rebounds. Raven Johnson had 4 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Bree Hall had 7 points, 4 rebounds. Fagan had 6 points, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks. Chloe Kitts had 4 points. Chloe didn't play that much. She sat her like the second half. And I don't know if she did that because something was going on or she's really trying to get these other post players some playing time. I'm not really sure why. But she only had 4 points, 8 rebounds though, 1 steal. She only played 20 minutes. And did I already say Ashlyn Watkins? Yeah, Ashlyn Watkins had 10 points, 11 rebounds. That first quarter versus Clemson was the only adversity, and then SC took over. Yep. South Carolina have a lot of primetime games this season. Exciting. They earned it. They earned it. Louis says, or maybe it was incentive Utah to expand the team's 3-point game. Rakia kissed that mid-range jumper goodbye. One fan commented, I'm going to look at it as an opportunity to expand her game. So you think it's a good thing that she should keep her coaching style and force these players to take more outside shots or drive to the basket. Now, what do y'all think about this? With these two coaches that came in, the coach from Florida and this coach, people are concerned that the W is going to turn into the NBA where all everybody is doing is throwing up 3-point shots, and it's going to ruin the integrity of the game. What do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like that may end up happening where we got these coaches that are, 3-point happy? Because even Tyler says he wants his team to be able to take more threes. He didn't say it's a focal point, but he did say he will shooting threes. He wants everybody on his team to be able to shoot threes. So we shall see about what that looks like for Chicago. But what do y'all think about that overall? Jeremy says they play UCLA on Sunday. Yep. That's when I'll see them. Yeah, they play Sunday. Cam TV says Maddie is going to be nice. Oh, yeah. Moses says Chloe played. She's very aggressive in the paint now since she has gotten stronger from hitting the weights. Yeah. She didn't play that much, though, tonight. Only 20 minutes. Louis says, I did not say that. No, I didn't mean you said that. I'm saying for them, like, you said a Twitter fan commented and said that. I didn't mean to say that you said that. This past off season, I don't know what that means. I'm just trying to keep a positive perspective. Okay. Country says everybody can't shoot threes like that. You have to scheme to the talent you have. I agree. So we shall see what happens. Do I have another slide? That was it. We talked about LSU because LSU just played right now, but earlier in the week, LSU played Troy. They beat them 98-59. Leading scorer that game was Nisa Morrow. She had 23 points and 13 rebounds. Nope, not leading scorer. Flage had 27 points and 9 rebounds. Morrow had 23 points and 13 rebounds. Jersey had 12 points and 3 rebounds. And they played Murray State. That's the one that gave them a little run for their money at first. In that game, we had Flage had 25 points. MKW had 15 points. Morrow had 10 points, 14 rebounds. Day Wilson had 9 points. Kay Gilbert had 7 points. They had a little run for their money, but they ended up coming up and beating them by 14. But that was like, that game was close the entire time, up until the last little bit of the fourth quarter. So that gave them a little run for their money. I didn't get to see the game where Anissa got her 2020 game. What game was that? That was, who was this? Charleston, was that South? Who is this? Charleston Southern, sorry. They beat them, 117-44. And Anissa got her 2020 game. Man, they whooped them. So she got 20 rebounds, 21 points. MK Williams had 25 points. Flage had 18 points. Rashad had 11 points. Jersey had 10 points. Kay Gilbert had 14 points. So LSU, yes, they are running through these teams. So it will be interesting to see when they play conference play, as we've talked about. But I still enjoy watching. I want to see Anissa flourish. I want to see Flage flourish. I want to see MKW flourish. I want to see Poa come back on the floor and do her thing. The other game, not the game they just played, the game they played the other night, Poa took like 4 or 5 charges. Like, that girl that girl will take a charge. That's how she hurt herself last season. So I'm gonna need her to chill a little bit and not take so many charges, because we don't need her to knock herself out again like she did last time and be taken away on a stretcher. That was pretty scary. Jeremy says the NBA is boring because every team wants to shoot 63 games a game. Everyone is copying the Golden State Warriors. Is going to make the game boring. Okay, so Jeremy says it's going to make the game boring. I was watching, what was that, Boston last night. The Celtics, they made 23 threes in the game. Like, it was just all they were doing was shooting threes. Louis says balance is key. Jeremy says shooting that much threes will make a game boring. Oh, did I? Oh, it's the same. Okay. Shooting, I thought it was the same thing. Shooting that many threes will make the game boring. The NBA is boring because every team is copying what the Warriors had done, but no team is the Warriors. You got to have balance. Yep. Got to have balance. And then last but not least, my Notre Dame hasn't played all this week. They played Sunday, which we had already gone over. No, we didn't. Let me see. They played James Madison, and they beat them 92-46. Hannah Hidalgo had 24 points. Hannah's been balling, but she always does. 24 points, 6 rebounds, 4 steals. Olivia Miles had 16 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds as well. Koval, who's their freshman center, 14 points, 16 rebounds. Leotu King, their transfer from Pitt, had 11 points, 3 rebounds. And Prosper, who's been getting a lot of minutes, 11 points. They really don't have a deep bench because some people are still hurt. 11 points and 4 rebounds. Sonia Citron, and she was back. 7 points, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 2 assists, 8 rebounds. She's doing her thing. That was against James Madison. And then they played Lafayette. They won 91-55 against Lafayette. And once again, Hannah Hidalgo, 29 points, 3 rebounds, 5 steals. 5 steals. Olivia Miles, 20 points, 7 assists, 11 rebounds. She almost had a triple-double. 2 steals. Citron, 10 points, 6 assists, 9 rebounds. They shared the ball pretty well. Reish had 12 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal. Prosper, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 1 steal. So, yeah. Koval, 11 points, 19 rebounds. They've been doing well. Notre Dame is doing well with their limited players that they have. But I'm excited to see they play. Like I said, they're going to be playing USC on Saturday. They play TCU next Friday, so they're going to see HVL. That's going to be fun to see. I don't like this camera angle. Oh, I just messed up my stuff. That's why it's like that. Okay. So we got some games coming up. We already said that South Carolina is going to be playing UCLA on Sunday. Then they play Iowa State on Thursday. They play Purdue next Saturday. LSU, who do they have coming up? LSU has Washington coming up on Monday. And they don't play again till December 1st. That's after Thanksgiving. They'll play NC Central. They play Stanford on December 5th. And then I don't really see anybody else. I mean, they play Grambling, Seton Hall, UIC, but they don't have any like big games coming up. So, all right, that is going to do it. Hey guys, Follow me on, I forgot to mention, I'm on Blue Sky now. A lot of people are making a change from Twitter to Blue Sky. So you can follow me on Blue Sky at jspotnetwork.bscsky.social. So it's at JSpotNetwork. If you're on Blue Sky, just look for JSpotNetwork. But if you're looking it up, I guess the whole name is jspotnetwork.bsky.social. And you can see me on there. Come find me. I got Angel and Asia. If y'all can see that on the top, there's my picture. I use the same picture from Twitter. So if y'all follow me on Twitter, you can find me on Blue Sky. Follow me on there, please. Also, check out my videos. I did a live unboxing when I got my cereal shipped to me from my friend, my Angel Reese cereal. I did do a live for the draft. Me and Sess also did a live for the lottery draft. We also did a live for the Unrivaled this morning. Check those out. Run my numbers up. And my magazine came in, the Wall Street Journal, featuring my two faves, Angel and Asia. I think these are $12. I don't know if they still have any more on the Wall Street Journal website, but this is a keepsake. I hope I can get one day, meet Angel and Asia and get them to sign this book. But to me, this is a masterpiece because these are my faves. These are my girls. So look at Asia. Look at that. Look at my goat. So yeah, boom. Wall Street Journal. This is a special episode or a special edition. Saturday and Sunday will be lit. It will be great live. JSpot, thank you, Louie. Moses says, I'm on Blue Sky too. Twitter is a joke. Find me on Blue Sky, y'all. Find me on Blue Sky. Follow me. I'll follow you back. Jeremy says, great live. Good night. Louie say, please post your Blue Sky info on your community wall if possible. Yes, I'll do that. Great idea. I will do that. Moses says, I saw your music content the other day, Jay. Music in Memories. Yep, my Music in Memories, Music Through Memories series. I got 2 more that I'm going to release, but I've been having some audio issues, so I got to get those fixed, and then I'll put those out. But thank you for watching those. RC says, JSpot, what's that, a vinyl? No, that's a magazine. You talking about the Wall Street Journal? That's a magazine. Jay, it looked like they made an album. No, it's a magazine. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching and hanging out. I will see y'all next time. Again, it's going to be some great basketball this weekend. I hope y'all enjoy it. Be safe. I'll see y'all next week. Please give me the likes on the way out. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and give me the sub. And if you want to support the channel in any way, $ JSpotNetwork on CashApp. I would appreciate it. Y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.